Benjamin, Chair. We'll run the room and introduce ourselves.
Rick Wellnitz.
Elizabeth Whalen, Commission Member.
Chris Bartek, Commission Member.
Jeff Penschooler, Alderman, District 4.
Jake Langford, staff.
Dawn B. Sorsey, staff.
Jake Adams.
Ken Day, GM to Raptors.
Kevin Fangan.
Matt Ackermayer.
Dennis Follig, 6th Ward Alderman.
Thank you. So first item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from August 12th. What are your wishes?
I'll make a motion to approve.
A motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any further discussion? Motion second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passed. Aquatics update. Dawn?
Well, I didn't keep a copy myself here. I know I did somewhere. Let's see. So we went through, basically compared just the revenue side of things because we were just talking, we still have bills and things that'll be coming in for this, well, probably through next month, I'm guessing. I don't really know.
Probably the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys all got this email. Does anybody have any questions? We have, we're a little bit down for concessions numbers for this year, but that's not a big surprise, I guess. We had kind of rough weather at the beginning of the season as we talked about, but then the end of the season also. You'll see we had some closures. August 14th, we had a situation that we had to close one of the pools, but then on the 15th, we tried to open. I remember the weather was not great, and we tried to open just for a couple of hours. It was not good. Same thing on the 16th. And I mean, the weather overall was tough this summer for us, but we ended up doing okay, I guess.
So there's 20 closures. How did that compare to last year?
I think we had 14 last year.
Yeah,
It was
sounds about right.
It was less for sure than we thought it was a lot last year.
Was it the closures for the weather? Was that related? Was it the temperature? Was it storms? What would you say the?
Probably
June
it
was storms.
June was rain, a lot of rain, and
okay.
cool temperatures. The times that we have tried to open when it's kind of rainy and cool,
People don't show
we
up.
might have like
Yeah.
5 people there.
Yeah,
It's
that makes
just tough, so. Yeah, these were all
So we need
weather, and then with that low attendance.
Dog Day looked like it was pretty well attended.
Dog Day, we had, let me see here, we had 81 dogs registered.
Wow.
And then last year, I think we had more registered, but I think this year we had more there at one time. So it was pretty busy. I got a lot of compliments on the
Maybe we
facility
make it a
overall.
dog week.
I agree. So fun. We could only have swimming with the dogs, but they would love it. There were a lot of people that were like, well, can't we swim with them? I'm like, oh, not here, unfortunately. But it was fun. It was a fun day.
I can't remember, I think we talked about this before. What was the difference with the $5 entry between last year and this year? How come we had so many more this year?
I'm thinking because those were part of any of the party packages that we did.
Okay.
They added on there. Dog Day was a promo. That's a separate though. Dog Day was separate on there. Any of the special event type of things that we had, it was $5 to get in. But I think the majority of those were from parties and extra passes.
Any further discussion? Moving on to,
Passes did well.
pardon?
The punch passes did well this year.
Okay, moving on to item 4, update on the legacy grant. Jake?
Yeah, so last week, Finance and Property approved the legacy grant that we received back in July. So now we're just, the next steps are moving on just with engineering, with the open bids, the River Otter exhibit, and then us purchasing playground equipment and then bidding out installers for that. So just the next steps going forward with that. And then obviously council has to approve it tomorrow night.
ask one question about the river otter? What direction is that gonna go in? I mean, we're not just only keeping it to that small building
No.
footprint, so,
It'll be facing, it'll expand towards, the brick courtyard, the lunch area.
oh, okay,
It'll go towards that way.
okay, okay. I was just wondering what gardens or,
No, nothing.
Things are gonna be-
Nope,
no, it's not-
the
okay.
vegetable gardens will get moved.
okay,
That's it.
okay,
So-
all right, sounds good.
Questions on that?
Nope. Any further discussion on the legacy grants? Pretty exciting news.
Absolutely. A lot of positive comments out there.
What were the total numbers again? I know we went through it. What were the total numbers on that again? And what was the city's contribution?
City zero for city contract.
Oh, that's right, 'cause it's-
Yeah,
yeah.
park outlay.
Per co-
So
yeah.
hotel motel,
Mhm.
187 from the remaining test key and 360 from legacy.
Awesome. So, any further discussion? Okay, moving on to item 5, which is on the discussion regarding adding a boat rent station at Bull Creek Boat Landing.
So this is something that Chris brought up. I don't know if you want to take the reins on.
No, it was just an idea.
Yeah.
Somebody in the community mentioned that, the Wood County boat landings all have the rent stations and they like to have those for their boats. And they wondered if we could get one installed on the Bulls Creek. So I just thought I'd bring it up to this group. See if we thought it would be something.
So I did contact Wood County, and they do have a person that specializes in this type of stuff. So she gave me a bunch of research. Grants that she said we could apply for were past due already, so we couldn't do that for this year, but maybe something for next year. We can look into it like that. And then on your page 3, there's just a lot of different options that we could do. We could do, board with literature and the importance of rinsing off your boat with just brooms. Then it goes to like a wash station. And then you can actually just bring in mobile units that just stay there throughout the boating season, and they go away when the boating season's gone. So you have options. Obviously, they all vary from price. The first top right one, you're probably looking at a couple $100 to the next, or a couple thousand with running water lines and over there. Because you can't. I asked about using actual river water, and they suggested not to.
Yeah.
So. There have to be fresh water.
Any thoughts?
What they're worried about is zebra mussels. That's what you hear
Yeah.
most. Nimco Lake is pretty full of them, and I've used that. You can't hardly put a boat in Nepco without pulling out a bunch of weeds.
Yeah.
So it's a necessity there. I guess that's the only comments I would have.
Does NEPCO have, so I'm like looking at, different things and I don't go there that much. Do they have the power wash station at NEPCO? Is it a power washer, like a high pressure?
It's been a while since I've been there. I don't remember exactly what it was, and
Okay.
we've used it. I think it's just one of them things that you just pull a handle up and it comes
Yeah,
the old-fashioned way. But there's
Yeah, I
enough
don't know.
pressure adequate to blow the weeds off.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the pressure is, but it's
It does
a
the
good
job.
hose, yeah,
Yeah.
good flow.
And I did see something called CD3s. They're just all air pressure. There's no water. It's a waterless station. So and that's something someone has to pay to use as well.
Would it have to be a drain or just
I don't
stay
think
right
so.
there on the line?
We're kind of in the first steps of.
But that's
Yeah.
something that's a possibility.
Yep.
Yeah, I did a little research and came across something from UWSP, CNR kind of thing, and they've got all different types, that go from, simple to complex, brushes and signage, including pickup tools, just kind of instructions for how compost bins to put your plant debris in your bait water. There's like things for vacuuming to vacuum out the boat so that you're not, bringing that water from one lake to another. Because quagga mussels are actually the new thing that, is actually kind of getting into some of the freshwater lakes, and that is really, really bad for water, like, for any of like the intakes, the sewage, you know, anything. I mean, they will clog up, pipes really badly. So, you know, that's down the road.
And actually, I mean, you drive by Bowles Creek Bowling, like on a weekend, it is full of boats and trailers.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
It gets used,
Yeah.
it does get used quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I think this would be a great idea, and I'll continue just working with Wood County on ideas, grants, and just kind of bring it to the next couple meetings going forward.
Chad Scooby's the guy you wanna be talking
Oh,
to
yeah.
over there. Yeah, he's the parks director. He's pretty much calling the shots. He'd be able to guide you the right way.
I'll send you that PDF here too.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a good addition for sure. Excuse me. Any further discussion, number 6 on the budget?
Yeah, so when I handed it out last meeting, just for everyone to kind of get an overview, and I guess if anyone has any questions, thoughts for next year. Chris, give me my copy. I didn't bring it anymore.
Yeah, I can just do.
These was,
Yeah.
was there changes or anything between the 2 years, so.
I should have sent it out. Should have sent it out again.
Again, nothing really changes. A lot of it, the wages that just go up
Yeah.
each year, which is nothing normal. You know, a little bit more was added with the zoo. If we do proceed with the river out of it, obviously there'll be some more time spent there in the off season. We did lower some of the numbers for the aquatics because we figured out that the water leak, which we saved a lot of money this year. Considering last year we spent $42,000 on water, this year we spent $15,000.
Okay.
So we figured out water can go through conduits under the
Yes.
ground.
Yeah.
So that was a big saver. So again, just we'll have those wages and just kind of $1,000 here, $1,000 there. Not a big change.
Well, and because of the staffing issues that we've had with the aquatic center, I mean, did we talk about, you know, that we might have to raise some wages? Or we were talking about compensating the lifeguards for their training. You know, did we, you know, actually put those numbers into budget at all? Were we?
Not, no, because I think we talked about it after we submitted it in June,
Okay.
which we're still having our budget meeting is it next week. Okay. So that can be brought up.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I think that's our biggest thing. I mean, if we don't have, you know, if we don't have the wages to pay
Mhm.
people to work for us, then, you know, we're not gonna keep that great big
Yeah.
place open when we need to, so.
We might not have to raise that part because we budget 110,000 for
Okay.
lifeguards and we normally spend 91,000, so.
Any other further discussion on the budget?
So the project that's going on with the pickleball courts and stuff that
Oh, yeah.
we need, is
Yep.
that's all, is any of that in here, or is
No,
that all?
that's all from last year's. So
Okay.
that was a park outlay money and then again with the legacy
Okay.
grant.
Do we have anything in here for, I mean, we only discussed it, I think, once, maybe twice about that, baseball, the pitching.
Oh, the batting cage.
Batting
Yep.
cage, thank
No,
you,
that's
batting
not in there
cages.
because that was a donation,
Okay, all
Okay.
right,
which we're hoping to start here in the next
okay.
couple weeks.
Okay, excellent. All right.
To start the project,
Yep.
the actual project itself?
Mhm.
And where was that donation from after that?
What was the family's name? Jeff Skandowski?
Okay.
Did that expand? I think think we had talked about that it might be,
Over the budget or over the donation amount?
that we talked about maybe expanding the donation amount, did we actually talk to them about that?
I
That
haven't
was
spoken to them,
mentioned.
it's probably been a month.
Okay,
Isn't it Gensler?
Getzlaw, maybe.
Yes, it is, it's Jim Getzlaw.
Jim Getzlaw, okay.
Yep.
I knew it was a J.
Okay, so that's starting pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. Okay, any other further discussion on the budget? Moving on to the bills. I actually did audit the bills. So,
is there anything that stuck out to me?
So it was checked. Where the check?
But we don't have check.
That's right.
Total.
Yeah, we put the total.
There's credits, sorry, what are these credits?
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember.
It's
Okay.
there.
Oh, so the credits are, we didn't sell something and we'd open up the box, either holiday or, what was it, performance would come and take it back and we get a credit.
Okay.
I think we were right on, I don't know if we spent a dime over our budgeted concessions this year.
I don't think so.
Last year we did because we sold more than what we budgeted.
Right.
So what, I'm sorry.
Last year we sold more, so we went over budget last year, that's because we had to buy more food, so.
Yeah.
But this year we were a little good, which isn't good or bad.
Yeah, so, I approved or made a motion to approve this audit of the bills of up to $12,075.83.
Second that.
And motion and second to approve the bills for $12,075.83. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Chris, was it you or was it you? Okay. That's all. Thank you.
And then, staff reports then.
We already talked about Dog Day at Aquatics. I did have something else about that too. I had quite a few people come up and it was their first time being there. And there were a few that were from out of town and they said they definitely want to come back next year and actually swim themselves. So they had never been inside and they thought it was a pretty nice place. So I think we'll have a few more customers next year maybe. Flag football is up and going. We had 6 teams that had registered. The game started on the 28th and we have bleachers set up this time around and we have had quite a few spectators there. We had even people asking us, I think I had a couple messages on Facebook wondering if we were going to have bleachers or anything for people to sit. So
And where is that being held at?
it's at Mead, the men's diamond.
Okay.
So we have, let's see, 7 more weeks to go. Actually, no, 6 more, 5 more weeks to go, I think it is. Yeah, there's 8 weeks to the season. I just finished all the fall activities. If you guys want an activity guide, those are all set to go. We have Pilates again, the Pilates yoga, some of the fall workout classes, and then a lot of our same classes, the tumble bugs and tykes and all the gymnastics classes, rock painting, all those sorts of things. If you want to share with your friends all of the workout classes, that would be great too. I did go on to WFHR this morning and talked with James and got the word out to anybody that had registered in the past for summer programs, Facebook, Parks, Twitter Park pages, and on the radio. So quite a few things coming up and registration starts for those on Wednesday.
Do we post these like at the library or at like the
did.
grocery stores or whatnot? I know they have the bulletin boards
Hey,
at
think about that.
Quality
That's
Foods.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I do usually take a stack to the library, and
Okay.
thanks for the reminder, I need to
Okay.
do that. We had a We had to hire a gymnastics instructor, and we're just waiting for the final hiring background stuff, and then hopefully she'll be all set to go. I think everything was gonna be today that was gonna be finalized. Basketball, pickleball, and volleyball, all of that league registration is open. For pickleball, we switched to open play this year. We did a survey at the end of last season to see what the majority was interested in doing, if they wanted to do ladder league or open, and the majority were interested in open play, so we're gonna do like a paddle stacking open play. That starts on the 21st of October. And season pass specials for next year, we'll probably bring that back to next month. We'll kind of talk about the costs of those kind of things, if you guys want to stick with the same cost for passes, and then if you want to run the special for like the kind of Christmas season and into January, the early bird stuff. That's everything that I have.
When does swim team start?
October 14th. We have a meeting on the 7th. I put some of the dates on the back. The 7th is going to be a parents' meeting, and then the season starts on the 14th. We have a couple try-it-out days too coming up for the swim club, so they can kind of see how they like it and hopefully sign up for there.
Yeah, our end, normal field staff, we lost a bunch of seasonals, not a bunch, the 3 that we had early October, August, so most full-time staff got back on the lawnmowers and started cutting grass for the month of August. We handed out for the fall and winter trimming, the doorsteps that we need to start trimming trees. Don knows about that, getting all the phone calls. So started that progress, and then with the chip sealing out and construction out, we'll start surveying all those trees for the winter projects. Some Shoya Center rooftop should be done here next week or 2, so that'll be buttoned up. That'll be nice when that project is done. Stump grind restoration sites and a couple more grass complaints. So.
Back to the aquatic center, was that basketball hoop ever replaced?
Not yet. No, we waited till the season was.
You gonna wait till next spring or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you tell me you priced that out?
Yeah, it was what, $800.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then started the winterization of the pool, so that'll be done this Friday. Everything will be done. So.
They got the lights fixed on the scoreboard at Mead over there.
Yep.
And they thank you a lot for that.
Oh yeah.
You got the whole ball going over there, and
Yeah.
it gives them a new place to drink beer on a Wednesday night.
Oh yeah. And then they put the final layer, blacktop layer on the pickleball courts Saturday. So next will be doing all the saw cutting for the rest of the fence nets and concrete work, and then I don't know, it depends on weather with the acrylic painting, so it's gotta be a certain temperature. Hopefully they can get it done.
Is everybody that signs up for pickleball guaranteed a spot, or has it gotten too full, or it always seems like it's crowded, yeah?
Last year we were close to full,
Okay.
but we changed it up and we did a 5 per court instead of 4. We
Yeah.
did like a rotation kind of thing. So that helped for the numbers, and it helped also if somebody didn't show up or something at the last
Right,
minute, we
yeah.
can kind of shift things around. But overall, it has a good following, so there are a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
people that
Yeah.
sign up for it. But for open play, we have 5 courts available, so we could really do like 25-ish people. But a lot of times, it's not, like every single person isn't there every week because they've
Right,
got other
yeah.
things going on, so.
Is this the pickleball courts at Witter Park there?
These are actually, this is indoor, it'll be all winter.
Okay.
At East.
So do we run the ones like in the summer where they show up at Witter?
No, we just kind of put like open, we kind of put it in our flyer as like open play, but we don't really
Okay.
run it, they kind of.
Is there a sign or anything there, like about etiquette? Because I have heard
I
that
don't
there
know.
are some people that show up and it would be nice if people would play a game and then see if anybody wants to play.
Yeah, that's
And
what they should
It
be
sounds
doing.
like, yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds like
it's-
there's people keep playing and then they
Camping
don't
there?
let the,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's why we're building these other courts, so
Yeah.
try to get away from that.
So I don't know if we wanna put a pickleball etiquette sign.
I'll make a
I
note
don't
of that.
know. Something just so that everybody gets a chance to play
Well, and that might be, you know, I don't know if you need to, but, you know, maybe at each of the courts, like we're gonna have the new one at Mead, maybe, you know, at least a temporary something sign that says, hey, look, there's also courts
Mhm.
across the river, you know,
Yeah.
over at Mead, you know, to find.
Typically, I think like paddle stacking is the etiquette, right? I mean, you just put
I
your
have
paddle
no
by
idea, I
the
haven't gotten
courts
to that
and-
point in life yet where I'm able to go play, but I have heard that people, you know, feel like they're not getting off the courts and
Mm.
giving others a chance, so.
I was trying to come up with ideas for how to do the open play, like a little bit different
Mhm.
ideas, and paddle stacking apparently is the etiquette.
Mm.
Like you put your paddles in a certain order, and then
Okay.
that's, like if you're interested in playing next, you put them next to the
Okay.
court.
Mm.
So that's really what they should be doing. I think
Okay.
that's what they do a lot of times in open play, so we can see if we can get some signage or
Yeah,
something.
maybe that would help.
Yeah. Tough crowd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
A little competitive, it sounds like.
Passion.
And in, when I lived in California, when golf got hotter and hotter, obviously, it was, they had a tube that you would put your ball in and you mark it, and it would go down and spiral down to the bottom, and that would be, and people would get there at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
And so whoever's ball was there first could tee off when the sun went up. It was like
Oh,
insane.
my gosh, you wouldn't know,
Wow.
it's really.
So those courts will be ready next year, the ones?
Yeah, for sure by
Yeah.
next year. I don't think they'll be ready by
Yeah.
next year, but yeah.
There's 6 over there?
Yes, correct. Yep.
That's nice.
Is there gonna be any water or restrooms or anything?
They're at the splash pad.
They are,
Yep.
okay.
So,
Not too far.
not too far at all.
Haven't seen my trees going there yet.
No, we're kinda waiting for the equipment to, it's been so hot. They went through
I
the-
know, yeah, don't put them in now anyway,
No.
it's been so dry, anything new right now needs to be watered as it is, so.
No, so we're kinda waiting for some cooler temps and
Alright.
construction to be done.
Sounds good.
Anything else, Jake?
That's all I had.
Okay.
Just a comment on the zoo, I took my grandson there on Labor Day, it's a wonderful zoo, I mean, and the person working there, he was just a super friendly guy, whoever was in the petting zoo.
Bob.
Yeah, it was Bob, yeah, that's what he said his name was. And,
Bob Austin.
yeah, and we walked around and everything was just in good condition and really well taken care of, so. But maybe a few more posts, I know you said you meant to, but.
I did.
But
yes.
yes, I think people didn't know if it was open on Labor Day.
Oh.
Just
Yeah.
Maybe a
Yeah.
one final
Yeah.
push, you know, to
Yeah.
let everybody know it's closing on Labor Day or whatever.
Yep.
Or the day after
Good
Labor Day.
reminder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really nice for a small town.
Yep.
Had some good feedback online too.
Yeah.
On the, because of course people think the Google listing is our page, but we get some good pictures and stuff out there.
Yeah.
Though the one yesterday that I saw was that they enjoyed seeing the bears crossing the bridge, so I'm like, I think you meant
Or in
Marshfield.
Marshfield.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no bears over there.
Right, I'm like, wait a minute.
I saw a, what was a fisher the other day.
Yeah?
In Rapids, that was pretty interesting.
Okay, anything else? Let's go to the group. Well, then I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Motion, yeah.
Okay.